What is up, guys? Joe here, back with another video. Today I wanted to cover some technical analysis on the Solana token. So on November 8th, 2022, Sam Bankman-Fried announced FTX is insolvent, essentially meaning they've gone bankrupt. And the rumor is they were lending out user deposits and leveraging their positions. And in a bizarre turn of events, CZ from Binance has offered to bail them out. So essentially, Binance will be acquiring FTX. Now, this merger is not finalized and is pending due diligence on Binance's behalf in order to execute this deal. So a ton of investors are now worried about Solana's price action because Sam Bankman-Fried was a direct investor in the Solana ecosystem. And both FTX and Alameda Research had long positions in the Solana token. And as you can see, Solana is having a massive sell-off because of liquidations and ongoing sales from investors. So today I wanted to take a quick look at Solana's price action and see if Solana will ever recover from this. Let's get started. So I will say I am personally long-term bullish on Solana. I think they have a great ecosystem and a bright future, but because of these new developments, things are not looking so rosy for Solana. So here we have a weekly chart on Solana, and as you can see, back in 2020, they made a debut at roughly the $1.34 mark, and they were trading sideways for months, and finally they got a catalyst and started pushing higher. And right into July and June of 2021, they had this massive bull run, and they topped out at an all-time high of $268. And ever since then, they've had a giant decline downward with this current bear market we're in. So strictly based off the charts, we can draw some support and resistance lines. So very simply, if we draw a line across from the peak to its current price point, we see this line across as resistance, and another line below can be seen as support. So Solana is trading in this very well-defined channel, and things are not looking so rosy for Solana because ultimately you will see a hard stop at $0. And at the time of filming, we are trending at the $14 price point, and it looks like Solana wants to keep dropping. Always remember, the trend is your friend, and the trend here is headed downward. Again, I'm trying to make an objective viewpoint based off the charts. I'm personally bullish, but the chart is not looking pretty. And a few under indicators, this blue line running across is your 50-day moving average, and we're well below that. And this yellow line running across is your 100-day moving average, and also we're below that. So all indicators are pointing downward, looking bearish. And another one of my favorite indicators is the RSI down here. And looking at the RSI, we're definitely at the oversold levels. We have touched the 30-point mark. So a ton of investors are selling this name, and we've been oversold for weeks on end here. So it doesn't look like the selling is going to stop. And keep in mind, the RSI here corresponds with the time and place on the chart up here. And lastly, one of my other favorite indicators to use is the volume profile tool. So if we enable this, this shows us specifically at what price investors were buying the token. So judging by the volume nodes here on the y-axis, most of the investors were buying at the roughly $5 mark. And that corresponds specifically with the 2020 levels at its ICO offering. So at this price point, you can judge the red line running across. This is known as your point of control and can be seen as a support zone for Solana. So roughly the $5 mark will be a great support entry point for you if you decide to buy Solana at a lower price point. And we also do see some volume at the roughly $14-15 price point. So if you wanted to make an entry position into Solana now, I would recommend you wait, because again, the point of control is found at roughly the $5 mark. So I do think we are headed lower, and your risk to reward ratio would be much higher if you sit and wait. And if you look at the y-axis even more, you do see at the higher price points, there is very little volume when it comes to purchasing Solana at the higher price points. So very little volume at the $100 mark, $150 mark, $200 mark. So definitely overbought at those extreme high levels. And the deep value zone is down here at the $5 to $10 mark. So personally, I will be waiting until Solana hits the $5 mark to make more investments. But if you're itching to buy some now, maybe you can start a starter position into Solana at roughly the $10 mark and only deploy roughly 10% of your capital and keep dollar cost averaging into the purchase. Again, the deep value zone is the $5 price point, and that's where I will be waiting to buy more. Obviously, there's a lot of liquidations happening currently because of FTX and Alameda Research. So once those all clear out, we will see Solana begin to recover. Fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with the Solana blockchain. These are just third-party players that are doing a bit of price manipulation when it comes to selling and leveraging the Solana token. Again, if you have a long-term horizon, 5-10 years out, there's no doubt we will revisit the all-time highs when it comes to Solana and push higher. And other analysts have made projections on Solana reaching $500 or even $1,000 and beyond. I am one of those believers that does think that Solana will reach that point eventually. So you have to weather the storm currently and hold to reach that level. So again, this is just a very straightforward explanation of what is going on with Solana and the technical price action. We're not out of the storm yet, so definitely wait on the sideline and see what happens with the pending FTX Binance merger. I do think it will be very volatile the coming days ahead, so keep an eye out and set some price alerts on your favorite app, whether it's Coinbase or Robinhood or Crypto.com. Whatever you use, keep your eye on Solana. I have no doubt we will make a recovery. And one last thing, we do see an increase in selling judging by these red volume bars, so there is more pain ahead. Sit and wait, be patient, and you will be rewarded. So let me know what you think about the Solana token. Are you a holder? Let me know in the comments section. So I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a question in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.